Dr. Chipati, when you said, oh, you start from this with them and then you go, is it a one size fits all plan for every child? Because I would be concerned about that, So every child that comes in, we always have to start with this, and then we add that, and then we add that. Or is it for some children, you start from stage A and go to B, while for others, you may start from B and then go to C. So, how does that work? Help us to understand.
Right. Well, like I said, if testing were available, yes, we would go with the testing and we would say, okay, this is what you need to do, start with, this is what you need to start with. And I started with testing first. But most of my tests were being sent to South Africa. And it was after about 2 or 3 weeks, the test results would come back and they were too costly. So after a while, I just gave up on that. The truth is we have to work in the environment in which you find yourself. And so again, like I said, my number one key was that these things had to be safe. If it's not safe, if the child can't tolerate it, I will not use it. So therefore, we do not use drugs at all. But in answer to your question, yes, we start with the same kit. So like I said, there's a nutraceutical for bacteria, there's a nutraceutical for viruses, there's a nutraceutical for fungal infections, and these all behave differently. So they have to be targeted individually. Again, these are things that have been used for decades, so they're pretty safe. And so we start with that whole bunch thing. The only thing that varies for that 4 to 6 weeks of treatment, the only thing that varies is that some of them may require more, and the parents are able to titrate based on the response. The bottom line, like I said, is the child has to be pooping twice a day. If they're not pooping twice a day, then it's one of the components that we say you have to increase until she poops. Again, all these components are very, very safe. We have not, in all the years of doing this, we've not had any adverse effect or any complaints in that regard. The parents say sometimes the only issue is that sometimes they have to come back and order and purchase more so that they can achieve the goal of pooping twice a day.